By the way, their monthly record is 9.36. So we could break some of those records for us here into parts of the plains and even into the Midwest as well. In and around Texas, it's a pretty quiet one through the day. You're like, Abrams, did you hit play? Yes, there's really nothing happening for you. It's not until we get into late Tuesday, into Wednesday, when some of the storms fire up. And this is from the system that's coming in from the West Coast and is going to be making its way across the country. That is going to continue to bring us not only the threat for storms, and some of these could be feisty. Mainly hail is what we're expecting out of these for us. And as we move east, on Wednesday, that's where the storms will be focused in Louisiana and into Mississippi, as the entire system, you'll see, really kind of overtakes the Mississippi River Valley and into the Ohio River Valley as well. There's a look at your flood potential, and it's going to be on the lighter side because there's just not loads of moisture with this. We could really use huge moisture across the country, as we do still have drought conditions in every state in the lower 48 for us here. But Jordan, overall, it's kind of like a measly 1 to 2 is the most we'll be able to squeeze out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, but if we could get 1 to 2 times a week, you know.
We could take it. It is time to do a little traveling here. And boy, the airports have stayed busy, even though it seems quite expensive to fly these days. Just even across the country, the tickets are just outrageous. We are seeing outrageous weather in the Northwest with some of that rain. I don't think it's going to cause too many issues. We're used to it in Seattle and the rest of the country. I mean, green means go. So even if you're just one of these people who has a day off and you're maybe going to go park at the airport and check out all the different planes flying in, I'm always amazed when someone's like, oh, yeah, I was on a 734 and I was on I have no idea what any of the planes are. And I'm like, wait, is that, I don't know, like, how the seats are. Is that where you enter in the middle or in the front, or is it the 323? Like, I only know when we're talking about the seats, which plane we're talking about. No delays here. We now have 1 mile visibility. Let's check back in with our camera here and see what it's looking like in Atlanta as we go throughout the day here. Planes are coming in at a very quick speed here, coming in and taking off for us into Atlanta. I got a couple runways there that they can land on. It's always fun when you look out the window and you see another plane coming in. You're both kind of landing at the same time. I always think that's fun. We have the clouds and some showers here, but mainly fog is one of the big issues for us. We are seeing the dense fog advisories start to erode away, and they'll continue to do that as we mix and warm. But if you are driving out there, just a reminder, those low beams, it's going to be a spooky road trip for you from Corpus to Houston, Lufkin's at 0, Beaumont, even Alexandria, throughout the South, from Mississippi, Alabama, over to Georgia. That visibility is still pretty rough out there for you. And look at our weather-related crashes when we're talking about fog. Annually, Jordan, nearly 39,000.
Yeah, fog can do it, right? Visibility is huge, obviously, when you're driving.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, that's going to be nothing compared to what we have seen in the Mid-South and into the plains here just for the start of the month. It has been cranking out. I'm going to give you 2 examples. Take you up to St. Louis. You see how we've had anywhere from 5 to 8 inches? Well, we average 3.42 inches. For the month, we have seen 8.07 inches. By the way, the record for the month is 9.95. We could certainly get that because we still have a couple weeks left to go. How about Oklahoma City? We were shut out in October. No rain in October. We average 1.68 for November. We have 6.82 so far this month. And the record for the month is 9.36. So we're only a couple inches away from those records in several different cities. Those were just a few examples. And we are going to get more right now. This isn't going to put us over the edge, what we're going to see next, but we are going to see some. I know you're like, Abrams, put it into motion. Show me the rain. Well, we don't have any rain coming into this area until we get into our Tuesday evening. And this is our system that is pulling ashore right now. And that is going to bring us a chance for showers and even some thunderstorms here into Texas. Hail will be the biggest threat out of this, and obviously some wind out of some of those strongest thunderstorms. Then it shifts east on Wednesday for Louisiana and also up into Mississippi. Watch the whole system swing east, and as it does so, it's not going to bring loads of moisture. You see it tapping into that Gulf of Mexico, but we're not overloaded with moisture. We've got some, and it will be, you know, much needed here. There is a slight possibility that we could see a little bit of flooding. It'll be very localized as this blows through. I mean, it is moving, and it doesn't have loads and loads of moisture in it, but we could use it across the whole U.S. because every state in the U.S. has some sort of drought condition in there. And our totals are measly 1 to 2 inches. I mean, we'll take what we can get because things are so dry in a lot of these locations here, Jordan. But it's going to be not only wet, but a little on the chilly side. I know 66 might not sound chilly, but in Birmingham with rain, not ideal, Jordan.
All right, from there, let's go down to the tropics.
It is time to do a little traveling. Maybe you're watching us in an airport and you're about ready to get on a plane. Some delays here into San Francisco. Other than that, green means go across the board. No issues when it comes to all the rain and the fog that we're seeing, especially in the south. We'll check in Atlanta again. It has been foggy after foggy after foggy after foggy each hour that we've showed you the pictures there. But the sun will come out into Atlanta. You'll still have some clouds, and we will see a lot of sunshine, essentially from the center of the country to the East Coast. So let's take you to the airports and first start you off in Atlanta. No problems here. Departure delays about 15 minutes, but they book in so much time so they don't get fined for having people sitting and waiting and being late and everything. Visibility is at a mile. Do we still have that camera, Kate, that we can take and show everyone? If you are traveling, well, on the roads, that's going to be problematic. Thankfully, here at the airport, it's not causing too many issues. The airport is actually south and west of town a bit, not right in the city center. Otherwise, across the south, 0 delays for us here. Those dense fog advisories starting to shrink away as the atmosphere mixes up and we get a little more heat going here for us. Houston, though, heat is what caused this, right? Some of those warmer temperatures and that moisture. Across Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, on into Alabama and Georgia, visibility is still on the low side. Atlanta's coming up here, and so is it down towards Albany, Georgia. So it'll just keep getting better here, but you can also get a lot of fog with snow, Jordan.
Yes, you can, and the video of the day coming back just for you.